Hi everyone, this is Koneko. I'm going to showcase this Hange. Well, I already maxed her 1st, 2nd and 5th gate. And then with everything equipped, her overall status, well, average. But she's a support unit, so the physical attack is about 1000 is still okay. And then the speed not bad. And then her leader skill is... it greatly increases the HP and then physical attack plus 30% and accuracy plus 10%. Actually, it's not bad, especially for arena. And if you max break her 3rd gate, the physical attack split into all attack 20% and physical attack 10%. Okay, you can mess around with other units, but I've been wondering why they never give her the physical attack 30% become all attack 30% instead of all attack 20% and physical attack 10%. And then for her main ability, okay, this first skill is for the 3 turns, she and your ally will have a strong versus a giant plus move plus 1 and physical attack magic attack up. Okay, quite good. And after the adjustment, the skill usage increased to 3. Actually, it's very good, but the jewel cost is still a lot. But if you master her 5th gate, then the buff become a 4 turns, and also this buff can stack 2 times. Plus the skill usage increase and also reduce the jewel cost. So it's actually quite good to master the 5th gate to increase the overall status after 2 times and 4 turns. And then for the second skill, this is a moving skill and it recovers your ally's bad status and HP by percentage. Well, you can use this skill to move around, not just recover your ally HP or bad status. And then for the third skill, it is a pierce attack and it drains the opponent physical attack, physical defense, magic attack and magic defense for about 30% I think, but the range is only 2, so beware, but better than nothing, quite good actually. And then for the last skill, it is an area light shooting attack and also ignore the enemy defense as well as only the enemy will be getting the damage and also strong versus a giant, and the lesser opponent within the area, the more damage it will be. So basically, even though this is an AoE skill, but it will have the greater damage on the single target. And then if you're fighting against a giant unit, the damage will be very insane. And this skill can use 5 times and the jewel cost is so cheap, you can spam as well. And next is a side ability. For this first skill, it is an area light shooting attack and this skill only target the enemies. Your ally will not getting any damage, as well as with the slow and strong poison status. I think it's 100% and then the range is 5. Okay, not bad for a status attack. And then for the second skill, it is a moving skill and it recovers your ally debuff as well as recover the HP. So basically you can also use this skill to move around beside the main skill. And then for the last skill, she will transfer her physical attack, magic attack and dex to any allies for 3 turns. So basically this skill is like the Judith or Emma status transfer, and then you can use 5 times. Very nice. Actually it's quite good for support. And then for the reaction skill, okay, this reaction skill is very good. She will have the property of complete a block of all attacks. It's not only physical attack or magic attack, it's all attack. It's something like Ultima and Emma and Fear. It's quite good actually. And then for the passive, this is a 2nd gate passive. It added extra speed up and jewel cost down. Well, speed and jewel cost down is very good for her since she needs speed, and then for the support, since the first skill is very costly for jewel. So with this 2nd gate upgrade, you can use the first skill more often, the strong versus giant buff, as well as it increase the recovery rate and jump and move plus 1. Okay, it is a compulsory passive to equip. And then for the next passive, it increases her maximum HP and jewel gain. Well, by increasing the jewel gain to make sure that she can use more skill after that, especially the buff, you can stack 2 times that one. But the alternative of this passive is, you can switch into this passive from the Wild Beast Tamer. Well, it increases the speed and bad status resistance and jump plus 2. So with this passive equipped, you see the speed? 200, so that she can move faster, but the jewel gain will be reduced. So it's really depending on situation, you can switch around. But for now I'm using this one. And then for the mementos, well, this first mementos is an old mementos, but it is a limited. Well, it don't have any BJ ability, but the good skill overall is okay. At least it increased the overall attack and also have the bad attack up, but then she doesn't need any much of this. She only need the support like recovery up. And then, if you max build these mementos, the good skill added extra speed up. So this mementos is more on status up. At least increasing the speed will also increase her turn. As well as the leader skill is very powerful. Well, even though it doesn't increase any HP, but the slash attack 40%, okay. And strong versus a giant 30%, okay. And also speed increase 10%, ooh, nice. And also dual gain plus 10, okay, cheap. But it's only exclusive in slash user and versus a giant unit. And also strong versus a gluttony and sloth. Okay, this is a minor thing, but the best thing is a slash attack up and strong versus a giant and speed up. And then next is this second mementos is a new limited mementos. Okay, for the good skill, it have bind and death status resistance and also increase the physical attack a bit and also increase the HP and dual gain and slash attack. And then the best part is when you max build these mementos, the skill usage plus 1. Okay, so that if you're using these mementos on Hange, her buff usage instead of 4 become 5, so you can use 5 times. And you can stack 2 times, very good. And then for the BJ ability it is a moving slash attack. And only the enemy will be getting the damage, as well as before this skill activate, she will have the strong versus a giant and bad attack up. It's very nice for 3 turns, and I think you can use 2 times of the skill, quite good. And then when you max build these mementos, the overall skill power increase, but the best part is it increased the strong versus a giant buff and also bad attack up buff. It's really a lot. So you can stack with this strong versus a giant, then after that with the bad attack up, the damage should be insane, super insane. And then for the leader skill, well, unlike the first leader skill, this has the HP up and also defense versus a giant 20%, so it's more on defensive, but at least it increased physical attack 50%, actually it's okay, and also good against the gluttony and wrath. So depending on situation, this can be a good leader skill. And then for the next mementos is, this is a free mementos you can get from the event. Well, there's no adjustment for this mementos, so overall it's very weak. But since this is a free mementos, so the main reason about this mementos is only for the mementos group leader skill. Yeah, since you need to have the same group mementos to activate the leader skill, so you might as well collect this mementos just for the leader skill, even though the status up is only a bit better than nothing. And then for the gears, this free accessory you can get from the Attack of Titans event EX Quest. Well, the status up is only so-so. It increases the recovery and silent status resistance and also strong versus the giant plus 7. Okay, actually. But the weapon ability is very good after the adjustment. It is an area debuff. Only the enemy will be getting the daze and bind status, as well as for the fighters, they will have the physical defense, magic defense, evasion, bad attack resistance greatly down. Okay, very nice, and the range is 5 and AoE is a diamond, so actually it's a very good adjustment. Especially it have the bad attack resistance down. This one is very good. So if you're using this resistance down, especially it's a 5 turn, you can use any character like Zaha, then attack from behind, the damage will be increased a lot. Since it's a bad attack resistance down, you can start with other like elemental resistance down and slash resistance down. Very good. And then for the next gear, this accessory is from the first old mementos. Okay, it increases a lot of HP and initial jewels and also physical defense and jump plus 1. Okay, and the weapon ability is, it recovers her jewel and for the 3 turns, she will have the speed up. So since she need a lot of jewel, then this skill actually is quite good for her. After that, you can quickly use the buff 2 times, still it increases the speed. But then this is a limited gear, so you can switch to other gears like this armor. Well, this is from the tutorial quest. You can get it for free, and then it also increases the HP and a bit jewel gain, okay. But the weapon ability is cheap, it is a HP regen. So this will be the good alternate choice to increase the HP and with the HP regen. And then for the next gear, well, this armor is from the second new mementos. Okay, it increases the physical attack a lot and also the speed, and then bad attack up, and also defense versus a giant increase, and then the weapon ability is quite cheap. It is a moving slash attack and it attacks from behind, so it is a bad attack. and then have the strong versus a giant unit. But the best part is, if it is a giant unit, before the skill activate, the giant unit will have the speed down and slash resistance greatly down for 3 turns. Very good. So you can stack with other slash resistance down for this. And then for the alternative for this armor is, this accessory you can get from the Tiona Olympic quest, I forgot the name, and then it is also quite good. It increases physical attack and then magic attack and speed and a bit HP. So this will be the good alternate choice to increase her attack. Or anything that is increase her physical attack will be good enough, or speed. And then next is I'm going to try her at the trading arena and let's see how much the damage of all the skill is. Okay, let's go. Okay, first thing first is, let's see her status first. Well, with this little skill, her HP okay, and the physical attack okay. Okay, let's see her normal attack is. Well, she's a support unit, so normal. It's not high. And then let's see this skill how much. Well, it's almost the same as the normal attack I think, but it's only drain the physical attack and so. Okay, let's see the last skill. Well, if this is a giant unit, of course the damage is quite a lot, but then this is a single target, the damage is about this high. And then this one. Okay, but the main purpose of this skill is only the status. And then next is a master ability. This is from the second new memento skill, weapon ability. Let's see the damage. Okay, but the main purpose is a debuff. But this is not a giant unit. And then this last skill is from the second new memento's visual ability. Let's see the damage. Okay. Nothing much. At least increase a back attack. Okay, next is, if I using this skill, the physical attack and magic attack up and stack 2 times. Let's see the overall status up how much and with all the skill damage. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check her status first. Well, it's plus 100%, okay, and a move plus 2, and also strong versus a giant, but this is not a giant, so I cannot test. Okay, let's see the normal attack. Okay, I think about double, near double. And this one, okay, normal. But how about this one? Okay, not bad, and it's a battery skill. And this one, okay. Then the master ability, this one, okay. Lastly, this one, let's see the damage. Well, nothing much. Okay, lastly is when she attacks from behind. Let's see the total damage, how much for all of the skill. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see her normal attacks first. Not bad, quite high. And this one, okay, normal. How about this one? Whoa, the damage suddenly shoot quite high. Nice. And this one, okay. And then master ability. And this one I cannot use, but this one nothing much. And then I forgot something. If the opponent have the bad attack resistance now, this one. Let's see the total damage how much for all of the skill attack. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see her normal attack first. Oh, also increase, not bad. And this one, nothing much, but this one should be interesting. 30k. As a support unit, this type of damage is a bit wrong. And then this one, okay, nice. And then this one, okay. Lastly is this one. I think nothing much, but let's see. Okay, about 12k. It's also interesting. And then next is, let's see the status transfer. How powerful is this skill on other ally? Okay, let's go. Okay, before I using the transfer status, let's see the Levi current status is how much. Okay, about this. I never equip anything much, so it's only this. Okay, so if I use this skill on Levi, let's see the status up how much. Okay, because it's a 50%, about 50%, so about there. Okay, after that if I using the charge times 5, let's see is how much. Whoa, you see the overall status? The 1.8 something times 5 is a lot. And some more this skill you can use 5 times. Interesting, you can use 5 times. 5 times, so good. And how about if I using this skill? I wonder can be stacked or not. Let's see. If can stack, I think it will be very good, but I don't think can be stacked. Yeah, cannot be stacked. So the physical attack and magic attack cannot be stacked. But the transfer status you can stack, and you see? And after that, of course, if you have the strong versus a giant on Levi, the damage should be insane. Right now, I don't have anything to use. I use the normal attack on bad attack. You see? Yeah, with the status transfer. So basically her status transfer is quite cheap, especially for physical attack. It's not bad actually. So basically Hange is one of the top class buffer, especially against a giant. And then she also can transfer the status to your ally to increase more damage. But she has one DBS skill which is quite good, quite decent, which is a main ability last skill. But only against a giant will be a very good damage. But on the normal enemy the damage is so-so but also not bad. And then she also have the bad attack debuff on the master ability and also reduce the evasion. And then she can move around and recover your ally HP and bad status and debuff. And also have the strong poison and slow status extra. And also can drain the opponent's status. Okay, so that's all about Hange. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about her, please comment. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. See ya, sayonara.
最高に高い腕を上げるよ。誰にでも弱点はあるからね。死んでもらおう。巨人に奪われた自由を取り戻すためだ。助かる。巨人に奪われた自由を取り戻すためだ。巨人に奪われた自由を取り戻すためだ。巨人に奪われた自由を取り戻すためだ。巨人に奪われた自由を取り戻すためだ。